We're going to be doing a figure 8 toe-up cast on, and it's one of my favorites. It's quick, easy to learn, easy to master. We're going to start with our yarn, and we have a super long needle because I'm going to be doing a figure or a magic loop. And we're just going to take our yarn like this, and I'm going to wrap it twice around my first needle, and then I'm going to bring this other one up to the front, and all I'm going to do is I am going to go underneath and between each needle, making a figure 8, and make sure that you're holding on to your first little bit of yarn because we just need to keep it there. We're not going to actually be using it. So now when we wrap, you can do 6, 8, 10 stitches, 12 stitches, whatever you want per needle. It's whatever your pattern is, whatever you prefer. And we're going to go with 10 stitches on a needle, and still holding on to our last little bit here. Don't let go of that just yet. We're going to pull this first needle out, and we're going to be knitting into the back needle, and we have to do this because we need the room to make our magic loop. And we're going to be knitting into the back of this first stitch because we don't want to take it off the needles. See, if I knitted this way, I would just create a hole and I would lose that stitch. So I'm going to knit into the back of the stitch on every stitch on this needle. And sometimes you split your yarn and fix it. There we go. Alright, so I have 5 on each side, on each needle. This extra little bit of yarn, you can get rid of that now. You won't be needing that at the moment. And we're going to switch over to our other needle. And just slide it down like so. And obviously we can't knit it this way, so we have to pull this one back through to make this our working needle. This one's a little bit different. We're not going to knit into the back of the stitch. On this one, if we did that, then we would create a hole. We're going to knit into the front, and we're going to twist that stitch closed. We'll do that for each stitch. My yarn is getting fussy. Here we go. Alright, so now we have all of our stitches knitted off of our cast on. And this is where you can start to do your increase rows. And you're going to see here that I've got my stitches are overlapping kind of across. That's because I twisted those stitches, and some people like it to look flat, some people don't mind this look. I call it a design element, and that is my signature toe, and nobody can tell you differently. So all I'm going to do now at this point is I'm just going to tighten these up, and you just tighten them up by pulling each little one right here in between. Sometimes you have to get your finger in. You just tighten up like so. You can pull on that guy a little bit to tighten it some more. So you've got your toe there. Now if I'm going to be knitting and increasing, I'm going to do a make one increase. Some people like to do a knit to the front and the back. This one's going to just be a make one. And you can just keep going like it's a normal toe-up sock. And again, we're going to be pulling this through so that we're making this into the needle that we're working with. And now I will have 7 stitches on each needle. And you can keep going however you wish, however many stitches you want to have on your needles to make your socks.